Let me show you how I made this gorgeous kimono cowl dress using the freehand method. Hello everyone, my name is Esther Clara. Welcome back to my channel where I share detailed cutting and sewing tutorial every week. If that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead and tap on the subscribe button so you don't get to miss any of my latest sewing tips and tricks. Without further ado, let's jump into class. So guys, this is the fabric I'm going to be using. Is a lightweight scuba fabric and I'm going to be using 3 yards. So let's keep it aside. These are my sewing tools. First, what we are going to do, we need to do some calculations. Don't worry, they are very simple calculations. Don't be afraid, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to write down my waist. My waist measurement is 30 inches. My hip measurement is 41 inches. The length of my skirt is going to be 38 inches, the length of my skirt. That means you have to minus your half length from your full gown length. So when I minus my full gown length from my half length, I got 38. So the length of my skirt is going to be 38. Now what we are going to do, we are going to divide our waist measurement. My waist measurement is 30. So 30 divided by 4 is going to give me 7.5. So what we are going to use for this waist measurement, you know, it has lots of pleats. So what we are going to do, we are going to times the waist. My waist is 7.5. 7.5 times 3 is going to give me 22.5. So that is what I'm going to use as my waist measurement for this dress. Good. So the next thing I'll do is to divide my hip measurement into 4. My hip measurement is 41. 41 divided by 4 will give me 10.25. Okay. Now, the next thing we want to do is to get our dart length. Dart length. So for you to get this, it's going to be your waist to hip. Whatever you usually use for your waist to hip whenever you want to draft or cut a skirt or a gown, your waist to hip. So my dart length is going to be 9 because my own waist to hip is 9. So you know yours, write down yours. Now we are going to go to our dart width. So this is how you get your dart width. It is the quarter of your hip measurement minus the quarter of your waist measurement. So the quarter of my hip measurement, that's my hip divided by 4, is 10.25 minus my waist divided by 4. That's the quarter of my waist is 7.5. So I'm going to do 10.5 minus 7.5. Whatever answer I get, I'm going to add 2 to it. So for mine is 2.75. So if I add 2 to it, it's going to give me 4.75. So that's going to be my dart width. So take note of all these measurements. We are going to use it when we are drafting. So now I have brought this pattern paper. Don't worry, this is not a pattern drafting class. I just want to use it to show you how I'm going to fold my fabric so that you understand when we bring the fabric. So assuming this is my fabric, I'll fold it once, then I'm going to fold it on bias. Do you see it? Let me do it again. Fold it once, then fold it on bias. You take the folded part and fold it like this. Just fold it exactly the way I'm folding it. Do you see it? Good. This is how you are going to fold your fabric. I just brought this paper to show you. You can see now it's on 4 folds. Good. So that's how we are going to fold our fabric. So this top place is going to be where we'll put our waist. That will be our waist. Then this folded place will be our side. Then this other part will be the center front and center back. Here is going to be the waist. Here is going to be the side front and side back. There will be no joining. Then this side is going to be our center front and center back. There's going to be joining here. Do you understand? Then the lower part is going to be the down. Okay guys, so I've brought my fabric. I folded it once, so I'm folding it the second time. So this is it. This top part is the waist that I showed you. Then this side is the side. Then this part is the center front and center back. You see it? Okay, and that's the lower part where the hem is going to be. So now let's impute our waist measurement. We said our waist measurement altogether after multiplying by 3, we got 22.5. Please refer back to our calculation. So I'm going to mark 22.5 from that center back and center front. So that's 22.5. Then from that 22.5, I'm going to mark my dart width. We said my dart width is 4.75. So I'm going to mark 4.75. From the end of that 22.5 that we mark, I'm going to mark 4.75. So it will get to the edge there. Make sure you fold your fabric so that everything will get to the end there. So from here now, I'm going to mark my dart length. My dart length is 9 inches. So from the top there, I'm going to mark 9 inches. Do you see it? I hope you understand. So I marked my waist divided by 4. Then I marked my dart width. Then I marked my dart length. That's what I did. So now I'm going to connect my dart width to my dart length to form a V. So that's exactly what I have done. Now the next thing I want to do is to mark my length, the length of my skirt. You know, this is the lower part. So what I did is to minus the lower part from my full gown length. So what I got is 38. So that's what I'm marking now. Mark 38 inches right there. Then I'm going to just square up the line. Just draw a straight line at that part. So the measurement you will get at this lower part, let it just be quarter of your waist measurement, because I want the lower part to be not to be big. But if you want yours to be big, you can put your hip divided by 4 there. But me, I put my waist divided by 4 because I want mine to be small at the lower part. So now I'm adding zipper allowance to the one down there, not the folded one that is at the top. The lower one there, I added 1 inch allowance because that's our center back. Do you get it? So now we are going to cut out. I'm adding ½ inch to the lower part that we use to hem. So now I'm going to just cut that V part, then follow this. I'll just follow my markings. Okay, so now let's cut. If at this point you have not subscribed to my channel, this ogbonge tutorial why they give you, oh yeah, subscribe. Now I have cut it. So the next thing I want to do is to open that center front. Okay, now let me notch my center back so that I will know that that part is my center back. So I'll go ahead and notch that part. Good. Then I will open my center front. You know, my center front is on fold. I'm going to slit it open because it needs to be open, because there's going to be a slit at that center front. But do not slit this side. The side here, do not slit it. Just leave it like that. Please do not slit the side. If you slit it, you have spoiled our beautiful dress. Okay, so now I'm going to open this up. By the time I open it up, this is what it's going to look like. Good. So now what we are going to do, we are going to close the center front and the center back. But note, we are going to leave the zipper allowance. You can sew the zipper allowance with, okay, this is the center front. I'm going to close it up to where I want my slit to be. So I will close the center front and leave the slit. Then at the center back, I'm going to use gather stitch to hold my zipper allowance, and I will close it all the way down. So let me do that and I'll come back to show you what next to do. Okay guys, I've sewn it. I've sewn both my center back. This is my center back and this is my center front. Take note of the slit. Now I'm going to hold this is my dart. So this place is going to be my side now. So now I'm going to go ahead and close down my dart there, so that there will be no joining at the side. You see it, there will be no, I'll close this dart now. Yes, I'll go ahead and close this dart. Good. Let me close it and show you. So now I've closed it. So this is our side, and that center part is the center front and center back. Don't forget your slits. I started my slit from 20 inches. I marked 20 inches from the top down. That's where I opened my slit. Okay, now so I'm going to measure everything I have on this waistline. Everything I have here is 44 for only one part though. So if I add it together, that means I have 88 inches. So this excess, the excess that is going to be on this waist, is what we are going to pleat to form our cowl drape. So we are going to pleat it. You are just going to pleat it gradually to fit into your original waist measurement. You know, my original waist measurement is 30 inches. So I'm going to just pleat this gradually. I'll pleat the front, I will pleat the back. Make sure your pleats are even. Make sure they are equal so that it doesn't look anyhow. If you do it equally, they are going to look nice, just like mine. So go ahead and pleat. After you finish pleating, you keep it aside. Then we'll go, make sure you do it for both front and back. Then we'll go ahead to mark. Let's mark our upper bodice, which is our kimono. So let me go ahead and bring our fabric for the upper part. So this is the upper part. I folded my fabric into 4 because we are going to cut both front and back together. Yes. So now let's cut both front and back together. The front is on fold while the back is not on fold, and I added 1 inch zipper allowance at the center back. You see it's 1 inch zipper allowance. Then I've marked my starting point line. So from my starting point line, I'm going to mark my half length. My half length is 15 inches. So from that 15 inches, I added half inch for joining at the lower part. So now I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2. It will give me 7 inches. So from that 7 inches, I'm going to mark my sleeve length. You know it's a kimono. So I'm going to mark my sleeve length, which is 10 inches. I'm going to mark allowance for it too. Then I want you to take note of something. At this point, I marked my round sleeve, but no, that's not what you should do. Later, I corrected it. You will first of all mark your shoulder slope. It is from your shoulder slope you are going to mark your round sleeve. Please take note of that. Okay, so now I'm going to come to my neckline. I did the width of my neckline is 3.5, and the depth for the front is 7.5, and the depth for the back is 1.5. Do you get that? Good. So I'm going to connect my necklines now. If at this point you have not subscribed to my channel, or more, this Ogbonge tutorial I bring for you. Oh yeah, go ahead and tap on the subscribe button now. It's free. Okay, go ahead and tap on the subscribe button. Thank you. Okay, so let's connect our neckline for the front too. I've connected for the back. Let's connect for the front. Good. So now the next thing we want to do now is to mark my shoulder slope. So the shoulder slope is 1.5, and I'm going to mark it at the end of my sleeve there. So I'm going to go down by 1.5 and I'm going to mark it. So take note, when you want to mark your round sleeve, it is from this shoulder slope that we have marked now. This shoulder slope that we are drawing now, that is where you are going to mark your sleeve, your round sleeve from. Please take note. So now the next thing we want to do is to mark half inch. I noticed that if I don't do this, my neck will gape. So I cut out half inch from that neckline and I connected it back to my shoulder slope. You see it works very well. Try it. So now the next thing I want to mark is I will go at that my round sleeve area. I will go in by 1. That my round sleeve there, I'll go in by 1. Then I'll come down here too at my half length. I'll go in by 1. Then I'll connect it like this. I'll just connect it straight down like this. Then I will give this part a little curve so that that place will not be sharp. Just give it a little curve there. Good. Now we are done. But before then, we are going to add half inch to this shoulder slope for joining. Only there. I'm not going to add at the neckline. Just add only at the shoulder slope. Then we can cut out. So let's cut. Let's cut. This tutorial is so simple. I enjoyed sewing it. It's so simple and interesting. I enjoyed sewing it. I hope you enjoy yours too when you're making yours. Please don't forget what I told you about the round sleeve. I corrected mine later. Okay, so now let's cut facing. So I'm just cutting facing for the front. I like my facing to be equal, so I marked 3 inches. Good. So let's cut for the back, facing for the back. Okay, so I'll just cut my facing for the back like so. Good. I also made it 3 inches, the width of the facing. Good. So now here's the facing for the back and here's the facing for the front. So let's start sewing. So I'll bring my front. This is the right side. I'll bring my facing. I'll place them right side, facing right side. Then I'll go to my sewing machine and sew my v-neck. So make sure your v-neck is sewn properly. So I'll go ahead now and sew my v-neck. So I'm just using pin to hold it down so that it doesn't move while I'm sewing. After that, I will go to sew it. Then I'll sew the back too. So this is my back. I'll bring the facing too. I'll put it over it like so. Then I will go to my sewing machine and sew it down. I hope you are enjoying this tutorial so far. Please click on the like button. Click on the like button so that YouTube will share my video to people that needs it. So guys, I've sewn the neckline. I also weaved it. I've sewn the facing to it. I weaved it. It's looking neat. So now I'm going to put my front over my back and I'm going to join by the shoulder. When I join by the shoulder, I'm also going to join the sides. I'm going to join the side. First, join the shoulder, then go ahead and join the side. Then also hem the sleeve, the round sleeve. I also went ahead to hem the round sleeve. So join the side, join the shoulder, hem your sleeve, your round sleeve. So let me do that. Guys, see how beautiful it's looking. Don't worry about the center back. I didn't finish it up because I will use my zipper to finish it up nicely. So now we are going to do the same thing we did for for the lower part. I'm going to pleat it into my waist so that it will become 30. So I'll pleat both front and back. So let me do that and I'll show you what it looks like. So guys, I've pleated it. This is it. I've also pleated the lower part. You can see how beautiful it's looking already. So now we're going to fix a band to it. There's going to be a band to it. So this is the band. The width of the band. Okay, what I'm doing now, I'm losing up the zipper allowance so that I can fix the band to it. So the width of my band is 2.5. So I'm going to use half inch to sew it at the upper part, half inch to sew it at the lower part. At the end of the day, the width of our band will become 1.5 inch. So I'll go ahead to sew it round like this. Then I'll use the lining. I cut the lining for the band too. So I'll sew it so that at the end of the day, the sewing will be inside. It will not be outside. You see it? So let me do that. I've done that. This is it. Looking so fine. So I'll go ahead and join the lower part now. I'll also lose the zipper allowance of the back so that we can now join it to become one. Oh, this dress is looking so fine. Hi. When I wore it to church on Sunday, oh more, see how people were staring at me. They say, who is this gorgeous woman? I want to see yours too. Make sure you make yours. So I'm just going to join it. Guys, this is the final look. I've joined it together. I've opened up my slits. I've fixed my zipper. You can see how beautiful it's looking. I hope to see yours and I hope yours will be looking as beautiful as mine. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys for always watching my videos, for always cheering me up. God bless you. I want to see yours. Please, when you make yours, tag me on Instagram. See me doing shakara on Sunday now. See if I can get. I want to see yours too. Make sure yours is looking as beautiful as mine. Thank you for sticking with me to the end of this video. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.